So what you see here is a whole lot of musical instruments. I buy a lot of musical instruments, and there's a reason for it, because there's always people buying, whether it's domestically in the United States or internationally, that want them. Because in order to buy a new musical instrument, it's a ton of money. And there's a ton of them on the market right now that people just have in their basement, and they just have, you can get pretty cheap. So here are the prices that you should be paying when it comes to most musical instruments. Flutes, on average, are anywhere from $25 to $60 is what they sell for. So if you can get a flute for $10 or $15, it's worth taking the gamble. When it comes to clarinets, clarinets typically sell for anywhere from $50 to about $120. So if you can get a clarinet for up to $20, I usually do that. Trumpets typically sell anywhere from about $75 to $150. So if you can get a trumpet for up to about $40 is where I feel comfortable. If it's a Yamaha, I'll pay way more money. Typically on anything, if it's Yamaha, that's a really good brand, I'll pay more money. Saxophones are where I make my most money when it comes to musical instruments. So saxophones on average are going to sell anywhere from $150 to like $400. So I highly recommend buying saxophones. If you can get any saxophone for $75 or less, you really do want it to have the case. And then trombones are another one that I do buy. Typically those sell for anywhere from about $140 to about $250. They're a nightmare to ship, so I buy special boxes that are 36, I think, by 10 by 10, and that does the trick. So sometimes you have to invest a little bit of money in certain boxes when you start selling musical instruments. But the good thing is that you don't really have to pack them very well, because if they're in a hard case, you can usually throw them off the roof of your house and they're still going to be okay. So these things will still have dents. Just make sure you take good photos of them, take good photos of the serial number. But the big money when it comes to these things, if they're trumpets or saxophones, is the mouthpiece. Always look the mouthpieces up separately. Mouthpieces can be worth anywhere from $10 all the way up to $500. So if you end up buying a $50 saxophone, a $50 clarinet, but it has a $300 mouthpiece in it, sell the mouthpiece separately, because the person who wants to buy the $300 mouthpiece doesn't want the $50 clarinet. So buy musical instruments. I highly recommend it.